Breaking news on a Tuesday morning, former Green Bay Packers star running back, it's early on a Tuesday morning, that is. Aaron Jones is signing with the Minnesota Vikings for 1 year, $7 million. The Minnesota Vikings were going to be in the market for a running back, and when the Green Bay Packers signed Josh Jacobs away from the Las Vegas Raiders, Aaron Jones hit the open market and could select any team when the Green Bay Packers released him, and he is a part of that growing list of players that were once on the Green Bay Packers that joined the Minnesota Vikings. Brett Favre, Greg Jennings, Zadarius Smith, Ryan Longwell, Aaron Jones. I wonder why that is. Why do so many Green Bay Packers players, once they are a free agent, join the Minnesota Vikings? Is it for revenge? I bet a big part of it is. This take is presented by Hokeland Farm. Check out Hokeland Farm for rotationally grazed, 100% grass-fed beef. This beef is sold in quarters and halves, and they also have custom sample packs so you can try before you buy. Contact Jared at 952-491-1541. 20% off when you tell Jared you heard about this on the Minnesota Tim podcast. Okay, so Aaron Jones, when you look at his statistics throughout his career, he is going to be 30 years old next December. And his rushing statistics are very similar to that of Dalvin Cook's. Aaron Jones has never rushed for 1,200 yards in a season, which is unbelievable to me, because I think of Aaron Jones as a all-star running back. Last year, he played in 11 games, and he rushed for 656 yards. The year before, in 2022, he played in all 17 games. He rushed for 1,100 yards. In 2021, he played in 15 games. He rushed for 800 yards. In 2020, he played in 14 games. He rushed for 1,100 yards. And in 2019, he played in 16 games. He rushed for less than 1,100 yards. So when I evaluate Aaron Jones, he isn't as spectacular as a running back rushing the ball as I pictured in my brain. Because we only watch him twice a year. Maybe 3 or 4 times a year if they're on national television. And he's a big bully of a running back and run over defenders, and he's got explosiveness as well. But the thing that Aaron Jones does that is very remarkable, that is very unique for running backs, is he is an all-star wide out as a running back. He is one of the best catchers of the football out of the backfield. In 2023, he had 30 catches for 233 yards. In 2022, he had 59 catches for 395 yards. In 2021, he had 52 catches for 391 yards. In 2020, he had 47 catches for 355 yards. In 2019, 49 catches for 474 yards. So this guy is an all-purpose running back. And Aaron Jones can do it all. He's a formidable rushing running back, but he is a phenomenal running back out of the backfield. And in a pass-heavy offense like Kevin O'Connell, he is going to fit perfectly. And Ty Chandler will now move over to running back 2, and they'll probably share reps for most of the season. But Aaron Jones will be RB1 in Minnesota, and this is a big need for the Minnesota Vikings. This takes the pressure off because, when they released Alexander Madison, the first thought was, who are they going to replace him with? Are they going to replace him with a guy from the draft, a rookie? Or are they going to find a player? Saquon Barkley was a free agent. He signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. Who was going to be the guy that they replaced Alexander Madison with? Zach Moss was another player that was thrown around a little bit. But the Minnesota Vikings, they find their guy in Aaron Jones, and this is a very exciting signing because he has abilities, and he probably at least has one more good year left. He's going to be 30 years old next year. They probably won't sign him after next year, and they signed him to a 1-year deal. The Minnesota Vikings really have nothing to lose when you sign a guy to a 1-year, $7 million deal. And Aaron Jones is going to be rushing with motivation because he wants to prove to the Green Bay Packers that they made the wrong decision. I mean, if I'm Aaron Jones and the Packers replace me with another running back from the Raiders, I'm taking that personally, and I'm sure he is. So he signs with the Minnesota Vikings and wants to, I'm sure, get payback against the Green Bay Packers. Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. Please subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and if you are listening on Apple or Spotify, please rate, review, and follow this podcast wherever you are listening to this podcast. Everyone, take care and have a great day.